is good, my anime faithful, my world of trigger faithful, man. Yo, I just wanted to do a very quick shout out to one of the anime people wanting an analysis, just a overall rundown of how I feel about a certain character in World Trigger. And I wanted to just go over the potential, the overall um, reasoning why I thought it was an amazing idea, and what can see is wrong or right with the character overall. The first thing I want to say about it is this character is by far what you call the the loser, right? Unfortunately, a lot of people already are not into that in their own, ways of. We've seen My Hero, we've seen, I guess Asta for a little bit in Black Clover. Just there's just some characters out there that give off this vibe that they're losers or they're being treated like, oh, like even Naruto as the person, the class clown and all that stuff. This show takes it to the next level where my man is struggling so hard to do anything at all that we learn he just might be unlucky and untalented, and that is totally fine in the world trigger. That's why this matters so much. I'm getting shocked every time I touch this character. This was a bad choice of fighting with this weapon. But regardless, he puts out this information kind of like how right now I'm useless to my team, but I'm gonna tell them all to go on attack and just destroy this woman. Um, and I think that is very underutilized in just anime in general. I think it's a smart approach. It is one of these approaches that, oh, yes, he is weak, and yes, he doesn't have much to add to the battle physically, but the small things he starts to notice and he's capable of pointing out, and when he does get his chance, he gets his licks in most of the time, even if it's not something big. It's the thing he was capable of doing, or even better, the show makes it abundantly clear it wasn't meant to be. Like someone else was just so much better that was not going to get caught off guard by whatever he was doing. So that all being said, the potential of this character now from going from just using, one type of blade that was more defensive than anything to protect the people around him, which also you kind of see where it's going with his character. He rather use a weapon that protects and it's not fully about offensive power like some people we know, like how I'm fighting with these dual wields, it reminds me more of Yuma's fighting style. You always got to be in, or you're not really doing nothing. It's the opposite for this man. He can be out and apply a lot of assistance in comparison. So I love that aspect of why he's already a team player just in the very little bit of time we know him in the first episode up till now when he's still using it and finding more ways to make it offensive. But that's where he still falls very short. He finds himself in a position where even if he's learning how to do this, his actual speed, strength, agility is being just damaged. I would say emotional, but it's being damaged. Continuously, he's being showcased. Yes, he has the knowledge and he has a good understanding of how where he needs to be. But when you're fighting people better than you, it doesn't just come down to where you need to be and how good you are. Because you'll get a lick on somebody, but the next thing you know, you are caught off guard and left without being able to really fight back, to be fair. So The one thing I would say for this character's potential is the person that's training him. That is the one person I have the most utmost faith in, and I think it was fated for them to meet, and hopefully that's the biggest potential jump he's going to get, and that's with the boost of some sort, something that eats away at his powers dramatically, or the tryons that keep your body alive so you're not taking physical damage. That is exactly what I kind of see him needing, a huge jump to be able to put himself ahead of anybody who has a physical or powerful state. But then my mind gets blown in this new season where that isn't even needed. Why give me that ginormous boost when I can just start curving bullets on people? Now all of a sudden, he's not just a one trick or two trick pony where he started using the cubes as an offensive method. He now is using this curve shot that destroyed someone. And then here's the thing about this show. I'm saying it like, oh yeah, curve shots are the best thing. That's the upgrade. That's not even the upgrade because as of now, as of him using it because of the World of World trigger, they're going to counter it. They're going to know it exists, so it's not as threatening as it was when it was first used. That is the scary world that is World Trigger. These characters are so intelligent. Any type of information they get is not only recorded, but they then figure out multiple ways to try to come around it, aka the traps that he gets throughout the rest of season 2 till this point. Him setting down traps was huge. But what was it? It was already something someone else was using outside of his team. And once he started using it for the first time, what was everybody worried about the next time they were fighting him? The traps. Even though Yuma was out there, the worst thing possible for you to do is get trapped and shot by Chica and then slow down for Yuma or him to pretty much pick you off. Which I could talk about a lot more characters, like my favorite character in the series, and Yuma as well, Chica. I have a lot I love about these characters, and while we wait for World Trigger, maybe I can get these things out to y'all. But the last couple things is I want to thank the person that, like, this is why I love having a channel, and I love just being able to communicate. Let me make sure I get this name right. The game doesn't matter right now. His name is just AC. I was like, is it really? Was it? It was really simple. But shout out to AC in the comments of my last video of World Trigger. That's what I truly ask for in this community is if y'all have ideas or if there's something you want from me, I'll try my best to get it out to y'all. Even if I don't think it's gonna do gangbusters, I think that's something amazing that someone really actually wanted from me instead of just doing it myself and thinking people want it. This is what they actually wanted, so that my hat's off to you and I appreciate that 100%. The last thing I'm going to talk about for this is just what this show is kind of potentially doing. I already forgot the third thing. I'm doing this all off the head. I apologize. But the third thing I just want to touch upon is the future of this team and them doing the away mission. Everything is riding on this new character. Everything. And when I say everything, I really just mean more the lines of the people who have entrusted him with this are going to be in a lot of trouble if he does anything negative. There's too many people that are going to have their own opinions of what's going on that aren't just going to hold back, right? They're not just going to be like, oh, well, what I saw is specified. It's classified. I'm not going to tell anybody. Like, these are the people who are going to report everything that's being done. So if Chica slips up, if anyone slips up, this away team is going to have to report about it, probably. I'm guessing anyway. that being said, if they're not being recorded, right? That being said, the main guy going there, just having his backup intelligence and showcasing it, uh, the 3v3 or yeah, the 3v3 that we just saw with at the end, without the help of the ace, the person who said he's gonna get him to the end, which hey, he got his points, so or he did what he had to do anyway in the situation he was in. But that's the whole reason why it banked back down to our main boy doing this technique, this not technique, this yeah, the homing shots. Not only that, finding a way to give them an opportunity to actually win a fight where everybody is kind of popping off. Mind you, he was still being an idiot. And that's why this show has so much potential. He was being an idiot because he didn't want Chica to shoot real bullets. And what does Chica do? She finally steps up even further and beyond, which man, her character in general is something to truly gawk at because she's ridiculously broken. And she's been built up to just be the sweetheart the whole time. I'm very interested to see what people are thinking about that. But overall, uh, the future of having him there with whatever strategy they get, plus him just being there to act on the fly, is a very lucky test. I think he's one of the most underrated characters, but I mean, he is one of the main characters, so hopefully he becomes, ridiculously notarized the way he should be, but I kind of don't mind him being in the background because we see how crazy it is to be wearing the red jackets and being all in front, which I also like those team too. If I did an analysis, I would do a whole analysis on their just the three main of them instead of just one character each. But yeah, overall, man, I hope y'all are having an amazing one. I just want to throw this video out. I'm sorry if it's so long, but this character has so much potential. I don't know if he's going to do the thing that I believe he should do, where he kind of zaps a lot of his power. It might not be in this character, and I'm just kind of like hoping he gets stronger for whatever reason, and that's the easiest way outside of just, getting homing shots, that which was badass. So, yeah, this is about to be an interesting amount of anime still coming out. I'll be talking about that. Of course, nothing's changing there. But if this video does do good and people want to hear more analysis on either more different shows or World Trigger just in general, man, let me know and I will let y'all have the video. Likes or comments, regardless, will tell me if you want it. So thank you so much for the support, y'all. Take care, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace. By the way, this is Takeden 2, most underrated Monster Hunter like game ever. Please do yourself a favor, pick it up, and if you do, you might, shoot, I might help some of y'all level up. Just say less. Peace.